Hello lovely people, welcome to the video. My name's Athena, I am a writer working on my first book, whilst homeschooling my two girls and being with them 24/7. We are currently on Christmas break. That is fun times. Now, it is Monday morning, it is the 15th of December and I'm starting a new vlog on a Monday, and I just posted the last week's vlog because I enjoyed filming it for some reason, and I missed talking about what I was writing and how I was working through the revisions over the weekend, so here we go. Also, you're probably going to be seeing me plaiting my hair a lot because, I mean, I look at myself in the camera and then I'm like, yeah. Anyway, writing. What did I do over the weekend? So, what did I do over the weekend? I managed to actually merge one of the... So I had 4 chapters that I was going to merge. 2 and 2, basically. Making 4 into 2 chapters. 4 chapters turned into 2. I merged 2 of them. The initial 2, I cut out a bunch of words by doing that, and I think the best part of this revision is the word count going down. So at this point, where are we? I'm currently working on chapter 32. Now that is the new chapter 32. The book, when I started, okay, the draft we are revising starts at 85 chapters. I am still basing my progress on the 85 chapter. So for example, when I merged the 2 chapters and then revised them, I marked 2 chapters. So the 2 chapters that were initially the 2, that's what I checked on my little list. I will show that to you in a second once I'm done with my hair. But then, so I used that as a benchmark. So technically I'm 33 chapters in. So 33 out of 85, which is not bad. I would have preferred to be closer to the 40 mark at this point on the 15th, like halfway through December. But that is based on my finishing this book at the end of December, which honestly, with hubby taking time off at the end of this week, this is the last week I have where hubby is working. He's going to be off for 2 weeks, which, I mean, I doubt I'll get as much as I want done because it's just the reality of having him home. It's like having a 3rd kid at home. Now, progress. Where are we? What are we doing? It is 9:30 in the morning. I feel like it's a slow start compared to like last week's starts, but anyway. As I said, 33 chapters out of 85 have been tackled. This is the checklist of chapters as they were, like the 85 chapters. I have cut chapters, merged chapters, removed. It's just, yeah. But I am still going based off of the old chapter count. It can get confusing, but I'm trying not to. We shall see how we go. So I still have, I've merged the next 2 chapters. So 34 and 35 have been merged and they are officially chapter 32 at this point. If that just gives you an idea of how confusing this is all getting. But my plan for today, so where are we stat-wise? We are, word count is 122,000. So we're just under the 123,000 word mark, which is, this draft started at 129,500 words. So we are down by 6,000 words, more than 6,000 words. We're almost at the 7,000 word mark, which is insane. It is insane to me. My goal is to get this down to 118,000 words, which initially felt insane. The more I work on it though, it makes so much sense because there's so many extra words that just don't need to be there. And I'm like, the previous draft was 139,000. I have, like, I'm like, what, why did I have all that in there? Anyway, writing. It's like, you need to get things on paper. You need to write them down and then you can kind of cut them back. I'm being a little crazy and it is downcast again today. I hate that weather. I'm trying to kind of hype myself up so I can, get work done. I don't know how this is gonna go. So we are currently sitting at, as I said, just under 123,000 words on Monday. Where will we be on Friday? So Friday the 19th of December is the day where I had said 20th December, but I didn't realize the Friday was. So Friday is the day when I'm gonna kind of reevaluate my December goal. So I want to finish this book by the end of December. I will know kind of how, if it is even plausible to finish this book before the end of the year. I would like to do that, very, very much so. But as I said, I'm on chapter, out of the chapters, I'm 33 chapters. I'm about to finish up another 2 chapters technically today. Doesn't need that much work. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, my goal for today, honestly, is just to get as much work done as I can. I have, how many chapters do I have left in this part, like in this little, if you did not know already? I printed out my book. I did not have enough binding thingies to bind the whole thing as one, so I separated into 4 booklets, and I'm working on each booklet separately. So those are the chapters. That's why they're kind of like separated by color. It's just the booklets and how they are separated. So out of the second booklet that I'm currently working on, I still have another, if we exclude the 2 that I've merged and have become one, and I'm working on them right now, they're on my screen, I have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 chapters in this. So I would like to get through a handful. Like, there have been days when I've done like 5, 6 chapters because they're just easy, simple, straightforward chapters. The chapters I have right now are, I mean, there's not too much that I actually have to do. Like, looking at this one here, it's like just maybe start the scenes later, start the scene, yeah, like weave this description in here. It's not really, it depends on so many things. I'm just rambling at this point. So I think what I'm gonna do is just set a goal of like, I will do as much as I can for today and kind of see where I go. Because honestly, I did nothing yesterday, Sunday. I did work on Saturday. I did merge the chapters. I did make progress. The problem with me when I take a break, even like the one day, it takes me a minute to kind of get back into it. Like, I can't stop. It's why I haven't let go of projects completely. Like, some people write a draft and then they put it away for like 2 months and then they go back to it and whatever. I'm like, no, I can't do that. It is not a thing. I had to let it go for 2 weeks when I was waiting for beta reader feedback, and it was just so hard getting back in. Like, I did not expect it to be that hard, but it was hard. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to jump in and actually start getting work done because it is like 10 o'clock is coming upon me and someone's gonna need me soon, and I need to start writing. I'm gonna get to work, and the next update I'm hoping will be just before lunch maybe, and I will have made like a whole bunch of progress. Or I will have just done the merged chapters. Let's see, shall we? Quick update, tiny update before I head inside to work in my living room, and who knows what will get done. It is 10:15. It took me about 20 minutes. 15 minutes. I actually did a few, went inside, got some sandwiches for the girls, think of. Still doing stuff in the background. I tackled the 2 merged chapters. They are all done. That is, yeah, we are moving on to a set of very exciting chapters now. And it's all like, it's like a scene where the 2 main characters are kind of coming together, coming closer. They're gonna have some fun, they're gonna dance. It's, yeah. Okay, I'll see you I'll see you probably before lunch, probably. We'll see. It is almost 2. Lunch is kind of been sorted, not completely. I need to, yeah, it's been a weird day. Anyway, I'm just gonna give you a quick update because I have no idea if I'll be able to update after this point because it's just how it is. I have tackled the joint chapter as I mentioned earlier. I merged that chapter, and I've also tackled another 2 chapters. And bear in mind, these 2 chapters were long chapters. So they had like 3 scenes apiece. So I have done the work today. I'm gonna keep on working, hoping I can tackle at least 1 more chapter for the day, hopefully, which we'll find out tomorrow. But I'm making progress. My word count has definitely gone down. We are practically at 122,000 right now, which is perfection. Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep going and ticking my very, very complicated wrong chapter number chapter checklist thingy. I'm a little bit all over the place. Yeah, it's Monday. See how we go. Hello, lovely people. So it is Tuesday, the 16th of December. It is 9:40 in the morning. I look at me. Oh my lord, I look. Well, if I'm gonna be doing vloggy vlogs, this is what you're gonna get. I'm sorry. Also, yes, I am wearing the same t-shirt as yesterday, if anyone was wondering, because I'm me, and I'm a mom, and I do not have the energy to, it is what it is. So, what are we doing today? What did I do yesterday? Yesterday was one of those weird days. My groceries are about to be delivered. Phone. Yesterday was one of those days. I did get work done, but at the same time, it wasn't really, Anyway, new day, we're moving forward. What am I dealing with right now? So we're gonna go with new chapter numbers right now because I cannot deal. Chapter 34, technically I finished it yesterday. However, we had like this nice little scene where they're dancing together, and then there's a bit of a kerfuffle where they end up in the same room together. It's a bit of a one-bed trope, but without them sharing. I know, I'm terrible. There's a thing where they say that if you use a trope, you need to use it properly, or at least invert it completely and switch it. Don't like throw it in there and then not do anything with it. I'm kind of doing something with it, but not, yeah, I don't know. Now, there's one scene in this chapter that I'm tempted to just chop off because, in all honesty, it doesn't match some of the changes I've made, like along the lines of how their magic works together. It doesn't match, it doesn't really do anything really. It doesn't add any new information other than like a little thing at the bottom, which will happen anyway. It is happening anyway. So I'm kind of like, it's not really, it's like a little scene, like a one-page scene that just doesn't feel like, I mean, 345 words of just no, do I need it? Do I not? So I'm kind of on the fence about a scene in the previous chapter. So it's technically a done chapter, but I'm tempted to just chop off the scene. It's just literally just cutting out the scene. Like, it's really no big deal. I just need to decide if I'm going to do it or not. And for whatever reason, I'm stuck. Like, I have cut out a lot. Like, my word count as of right now is sitting at 121,800 words. Thank you, phone. Which is like spectacular at this point. And my goal for the entire draft is 118,000. So, you know. But it's not just about the word count, it's just I don't know. And then I want to move on to chapter 35. I'm contemplating maybe moving on to the next chapter and like doing some editing and working on things. And we're actually jumping into the first leg of the quest now. Like, we're fully on the quest. We're going to get the first artifact that we're looking for. Things are really getting, you know. So like, we're technically at the midpoint. We're about to hit the midpoint of like the relationship, of like everything, just the mid, like we're getting there. And I'm just like, should I just chop off the scene? What should I do? Anyway, the plan for today, I think, other than chopping off that one little scene from the previous chapter I was working on, is to tackle, I feel like I want to tackle 3 chapters, 4 even. Like the chapters that have to do with this leg of the quest. There are 3 legs to the quest, right? So the first leg of the quest, the first item, I feel like I want to do that. I don't know. I'm feeling like it's a creative kind of day, but then again, I thought that's how it would go yesterday, and it didn't really go that way. We shall see. We shall see. Okay? We shall see. I'm going to try my best here. Okay? We're all just trying our best. But yeah, so current state of mind, do I chop off a scene? Do I not chop off a scene? Is it actually doing anything? I think that's the main thing I've really noticed in this draft. It's that I'm noticing that, like, is a scene doing something? Like, what's the purpose of the scene? Is it just vibes? Because if it's just vibes, like, you know? And then I'm also, like, really amping up the, like, romance and attraction. And it's just adding little details can make such a big difference. Like, it is unbelievable. Also, I think I said this yesterday, I will say it again today. I cannot believe how I went from 139,000 word draft to a 129,000 word draft to a 121 currently draft. 121,000 word draft. And the story is just better for it. Like, going down, down, down. It's kind of like the overwriting, man. Anyway. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, I can't count. 1, 2, 3. So I have a total of 9 chapters left in this little part. Like in the part of the, in this like party part. And then I feel like the edits are not, so the further along we get into the book, like past the second half of the book, past this part, like this part was like probably the heftiest edit in this draft, because it's the one where I needed to cut down the most because it was just so wordy. Like I merged the chapters and I read over them and I was like, why were they the way they were before? Like, if I compare the same chunk of chapters, the same like part of the story in this draft to the previous draft and the draft before that, I don't even know what I was thinking at this point. I don't know. And it's so fun. I think the funniest part with editing is when you read something you have written and you're like, why? Like, you actually question, like you're asking your past self, why? Like, literally, why? Why are they so tired here? Why are they doing this? Like, why are her feet hurting when she's barely walked like 2? I don't know. I do not know. Anyway, I am rambling. This vlog will be huge for no reason. We are gonna get some writing done. Are we gonna get some writing? I don't know. Well, yeah, it's 9:50. I'm expecting my groceries any minute, so I'm probably gonna hop up anyway to go get the groceries and bring them inside. I'm planning on barbecuing today, which, I mean, see what I mean when I say, like, I wanna write, but then I also have a family to take care of. So, fun times. Anyway, I'm gonna see what I can get done here. I'm waiting for my groceries. Once the groceries are all tackled, I keep watching all the cars drive by, like one of them is gonna be my groceries. And I will get some work done, and I will be back here with an update very soon. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Like I was falling through the air. No one but myself to hold my hand. Standing in the shadows of what we have been. Sleeping with your back facing me. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make. And I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. 'Cause tonight we have it all. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 'Cause we're dancing as one.
Okay, I got a new tripod and I'm testing it out for the, well, second time. The previous clip you would have seen is, you know. But anyway, it's the first time I'm talking to the camera whilst it's on this tripod thingy. I don't think I like it though. I don't know. Do I like it? I don't know. Anyway, I'll leave it like that for now because, you know, I can't deal. But quick update. It is 1 p.m. Lunch has been sorted and done. Dinner has been prepped. And that's gonna be a whole fun little barbecuing happening later on today. And I have actually gotten quite a bit of work done today. At this point, I mean, because my brain is all over the place, how many chapters have I done? I've tackled 3 chapters for today. Like 3 chapters are done. And I have another 6 left in this part, this chunk. And the reality is the 6 chapters are they're not too long, and they also don't need as much work, if at all. These chapters are the kind of chapters that they have been, as far as the story is concerned, as far as the, like, where the scene is happening, who is there, what's going on, that has been set in stone pretty much since, if not the first draft, the second draft. So I have edited through these by rewriting them and going over them again and again and again several times at this point. They definitely do not need as much work right now. It's pretty much like tightening, trimming down words, because I now kind of, you know, just kind of got the hang of that. So yeah, so I'm hoping it is 1 o'clock. I feel like I have, because my husband tends to finish work earlier, he might finish work for the holidays 3 days earlier. Meaning he might not go to work tomorrow for the Christmas holidays until the 5th of January. I mean, it's amazing having him home, but that's just putting a real wrench in my writing plans for the next 3 days. Anyway, it's okay. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's like having 3 children at home instead of 2. Okay. Anyway, so I think at this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep going. I have a good hour at least before he finishes work. Sometimes he finishes at 3, sometimes he finishes at 2:30. It depends. He always calls me and we kind of chat while he's driving home. It's our thing. So I have a good hour at least, if not longer than that, to tackle the next 6 chapters. Okay, so my battery died and I just put it back on my little tripod right now because let me show you this. Okay. So this is the tripod, okay? And I'm highly confused as to, yeah, I don't know. I've had tripods before. It's just, it feels like I'm missing something with the bolts or something. It's not sitting properly. I don't know. Anyway, I will figure it out later. This is not the time for that. So the battery died on me. What was I even saying? Yes, 6 chapters. I'm gonna try and tackle those today. If I tackle the 6 chapters today, meaning I'm done with this, I'm moving on to part 3. Have I transferred any information from part 3? Or am I just gonna be jumping it? No, I haven't. Ooh. Which means I have some notes, but not, okay. So that means basically what that means for me right now is if I can tackle the 6 chapters today, I then dive in transferring notes from the 3rd booklet from part 3 into my Scrivener document in order to be able to do my edits the way I want to do them. So let's see how much we get done. I will probably be back here to update you guys. It is almost 1:15 because I'm just rambling. 2:30 tops. I will be back with an update, hopefully. I'm probably gonna go sit in my living room and get a bit of work done. We'll see. We'll see how much we get done. Because honestly, I feel like I'm doing a lot of work here today. It's kind of a desk kind of day. The girls are playing and they want me in there, so I'll see. I'll see. Oh my gosh, I feel like I can't focus. My eyes have gone a bit blurry. It is 2 o'clock, 2:03 to be very specific. So in, hold on, 1:15, so 45 minutes. Bear in mind, in those 45 minutes, I had people talking to me, like children talking to me. I did, you know, back and forth. I tackled the 6 chapters. I am done with the 2nd part of my printed book, basically. I am done with 43 chapters, edited, done. There, yeah. I am halfway through, officially. And it is the 16th of December.
Mama,
Yes! Of course, turn around. So, as I was saying, we are officially, I'm halfway through. I'm halfway through and it's the 16th of December. Now, technically, I would have wanted to be somewhere around the midpoint on the 15th, so halfway through the month. So, see, this is the thing, like, as I said, some chapters are easier than others, some are, you know, it's just now I'm like, I'm halfway through the month, I'm halfway through the book, I could do this, but then I'm like, but hubby might not be working until the 5th of January now, from tomorrow, and I'm just like, you know, anyway, I think, I'm gonna keep going, until Friday, we will see. At this point, I'm probably gonna let you guys go for today, and you'll see me in the next clip, like right away tomorrow, but you know how it goes. I'm definitely gonna probably film until Friday. But if hubby's home, how do I film? We shall see. We shall work it out, shall we? At this point, the word count is as of the 16th of December with part 2 done, edited. I'm gonna close the little file. Let me show you how I close the little file. Just for fun. Can you see that? Can you see the little folders in the corner? There they are. My folders. There. The folders. Boop. And we're gonna open part 3. And just the little joys. So, part 2 is closed, sealed, done. Part 3 chapters now I need to, oh my lordy. Okay, hold on. I have part 1, part 2 here. Insanity is just where's part 3? Oh my god, I have it over here in my brain because I was preparing to like do stuff. Part 3. So, part 3 is basically the 2nd and 3rd leg of the quest, I believe. And then, yeah, and then it's like the all is lost and whatnot. Okay. So, and this is 20 chapters, 21 chapters as well. Okay, I'm excited. I love when I make progress that you can see, like it's tangible. It's like I finished 2 parts, I'm halfway through, I have like, it's and it's the 16th of December, I'm feeling really, really good time-wise. I'm just, oh my gosh, because I feel like I've been seeing a lot of agencies and agents close their queries for December and January. Some of them are like opening up in like around the middle of January, end of January, but the vast majority, I think a rule of thumb is to kind of be like, okay, no querying for December and January, which is fine because it gives me, I feel like that's the perfect timeline for me to get ready for querying, you know, and I'm just looking at things, oh my god, I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself here. My goal for the rest of today, even though my eyes are ever so slightly blurry right now, I feel like maybe I need to go do something else, but you know how over-focused. I'm very hyper-focused right now. If I'm gonna get any more work done for today, I will be transferring information. Like I'll be transferring the notes from this bad boy into my Scrivener document. And again, I don't think there are any, like there's nothing that I can really think of that's really big. Like other than, okay, so I have a note that says beef up the fighting scene. I have a fighting scene. It's like, one of my beta readers was like, you need to add a bit more oomph to it. It's things that are not, you know, yeah, like the big stuff, splitting a chapter because it just makes sense that way. Ooh, someone's getting into a fight. I can hear them. They're going nuts. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go and see how we go. I look like a mess, but that's okay. It is, what day is it today? It is Wednesday, the 17th of December. What did I end up doing yesterday after I let you guys go? I did not do any more editing. I did sit with hubby and watch a couple of episodes of show we're watching all the time. And I got through, how many chapters did I do? I did, so 54, the old 54. Let's see how many chapters that is rather than, so from chapter 47 to 54, I mean, listen, I got through a handful of chapters of transferring notes. So I transferred this much. So, I mean, transferred a bunch of notes into my Scrivener document, and I have like a whole bunch of chapters that I can jump into and edit. It is almost 11 p.m. Oh, 11 p.m. 11 a.m. right now. It is gonna be a hot day. We went outside a bit, played a little bit, I made a batch of cookies and all that fun stuff. I did kind of a lot of things that needed movement. Because once it gets hot, it gets really hot here. Like the heat just picks up and it's very sudden. Like yesterday it was like 22 degrees and today it's gonna be like 34, 35. So, anyway, with that being said, it is Wednesday. I got a pretty good amount done yesterday. And what that now has done to my brain chemistry is it's telling me that I can get this done sooner than I thought, which is a ridiculous notion because not every chapter is the same and not every chapter needs the same amount of work. Anyway, I want to get as much as I can possibly get done. Hubby is working today. There was always the possibility of him not working today, tomorrow, like starting his Christmas holidays 2-3 days earlier. Don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow or Friday. No idea. So we are not gonna take today for granted. Now, he will probably be calling me around 11:30. So I might just set up our budget right now instead of starting writing and then start writing. I don't know. I'll see. This happens to me. This tends to happen to me. Like I have one day that's super productive, and then the next day I'm kind of, things will happen, and it just kind of works out that way where I'm also procrastinating quite a bit. We shall see. We shall see. The goal today is to at least tackle the first chapter I have to tackle. Does have a bit of a developmental, like a bit of a change at the end of it. And then the next 2 chapters after that are a training scene, which I am 90% sure I'm probably gonna just remove completely because it doesn't really add anything. If anything, it probably just kind of backtracks a bit, to be honest. It's a bit weird. They need to move forward, and it's not moving forward. It's just like silly, no point. Hopefully, when I come back with an update, I will have tackled the chapter that actually needs, like the last part needs a rewrite, and I will have decided if I'm deleting or not the training scene. Okay? Okay. That's the goals for today. This is how low today's not. Anyway, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna go get the cookies out of the oven and see you in a few. It's this light, like look at me, I'm just, I can't even. It's 8 a.m. on Thursday the 18th. I did not update you yesterday because yesterday was just, it was a lot of things. I did manage to do a little bit of work after 2 p.m. I could not get anything done yesterday. I did tackle one chapter that needed a good amount of like writing or rewriting, kind of, it did need some work. And then that led to automatically me knowing that I needed to get rid of the training scene that I was talking about, the 2 chapters halved. Did I need it, did I not? So that's gone. And today's goal is to get through the chapters that I have transferred into the document. So as we said, notes, editorial notes, whatever you would call them, feedback, all my notes transferred into my document, and then I edit each chapter. I think I have 5 or 6 chapters that are done. My goal is to fly through those today. Look at me being so, I did nothing yesterday practically. Anyway, these are easy chapters. Actually, even the chapters after these chapters are easy chapters. Like they're all chapters that have been edited and revised so many times over the course of the past 3 drafts because they've already been set in stone since draft 2, pretty much. That I know it will be an easier run with small tweaks, small little things. It won't be as insane. I know that. I know that because it's just the reality of the way the draft is set up. Until we get to the final parts where there are newer scenes, things that I added in the last draft, so there'll be more refinement. Yesterday was a struggle. Today, anyway, I am about to go outside. The girls are playing outside and they're waiting for me, so I'm gonna grab my trusty tools. I have everything I need here, and I'm gonna go outside and get some work done. Hopefully, we shall see, because I mean, I have, how many chapters have I transferred? Let me just very give you an idea of what we're working towards so that my next update makes sense. So I tackled the first chapter that I had done. I did that. So I have 5 chapters that are ready to go right now to be revised. And then I would need to jump back into transferring information. The notes, etc. You guys know what I'm talking about by now. So 5 chapters. We're gonna tackle 5 chapters. My goal is, it is 8:15. I'm hoping that by lunchtime I will be way on my way to just simply transferring rather than, yeah. Okay. Let's do this. There's a truck outside my window, like unloading big stuff. I'm not even, anyway, I'm getting distracted. So I was just busy making lunches, dinners, just the works. It is 12 o'clock. It is 12 o'clock on the dot. I have tackled about 3 chapters. Yes, I have tackled 3 chapters, currently working on the 4th. I have this chapter and another 2 chapters that are ready to be revised, basically. And then I'll have to jump into the transfer. I've been doing work. I have been doing work. It's just been kind of slow going because I had someone call me. My eldest just wanted to kind of hang out with me and talk, and I don't like when they just want to sit and chat with me. I know it's because they feel like they need to kind of, that connection, and I don't want to turn them away. So that was the thing. Just a lot of, yeah. But I still got 3 chapters done, so I feel like that is still a win. Definitely not as much as I would have liked. I would have preferred to be done with like the ready to go chapters by now. But that's okay. That is fine. It is good. It is 12 o'clock. My current goal is that I will be done with them by 1. So I'm giving myself an hour. The sooner the better. I don't need to be done by 1 o'clock. I need to be done before 1 o'clock. Because, the way the brainy works. This truck outside is really disorienting. Anyway, and there we go. Just put my hair because it is hot. It is very hot. I have the cooling on, and it is what it is. So it is 12 o'clock. I have 3 chapters to get through, and I will be back before 1 o'clock with these done. Yes. That is what we are doing. Okay, now it is 12:52. I am done with the chapters. I hadn't realized that one of the chapters I had open I hadn't touched. So I did kind of start a scene and I kind of got confused halfway through, and then yeah, but that's fine. I am done with all the already ready to go editing, and now I need to transfer all of my notes from here into my Scrivener document in order to edit the rest of the chapters. Now, as far as this part is concerned, this is part 3. There is one more. Where is it? Back here. There's one more part left here. That has way less chapters than any of the other 3. I have 1, 2, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14 chapters left to transfer in this and then edit. 14 chapters. And then the next one is like less than 20 chapters for sure. So, and again, there's not that much editing that needs to be done. Like there's no big changes that need to be made in the next 14 chapters at least. The last little chunk might have a bit because it's like the final scenes I've kind of redone a bit and adding a few things. So, but yes, we are definitely going well. Tomorrow is hubby's last day at work. Maybe not. Like maybe today might be his last day at work. I'm not sure if he's working tomorrow. The joys. I'm kind of like, I like having him home. I do. I really, really do. It's just, when he's home, we're all of us are kind of like constantly together. I don't have any time where it's just me and my writing. Anyway, I'm gonna probably grab my laptop and head to the living room and kind of just chill on the couch, transferring as much, pretty much. I mean, I think I can definitely get all these done today. If not more than that. Like I might even, I don't know about editing anymore today, but I might kind of move into the next pack and kind of start, transferring that as well. Just kind of getting everything set up so that when I do have time to edit, it's all there and I can just get to editing, This I can do, the transferring of notes from like the printed version to my document, I can do whilst watching a show, I can do whilst, everyone's running around talking to me. I can do whilst watching TV with my hubby. I can do that whilst doing other things at the same time. The editing, like the actual revisions though, of I need to read through the document itself. I need to like find the best words to switch out. I need to think. I need to hear myself think. And so it's not as simple. Anyway, we shall see. It is practically 1 p.m. I'm happy with the work I have done so far, and I know that I will be able to definitely tackle transferring the information, the next 14 chapters, into the document. So today's going pretty well. We're going pretty well. I've officially edited practically 50 chapters. Now the funny thing is, because I've changed the chapters so much, like very basically, because I have no idea, I might remove chapters, I might do a whole bunch of... So at this point, my chapters... The old version was 85 chapters, and going based on changing, like if I don't change any more chapters moving forward, I would end at 81 chapters. So we've cut 3 chapters completely, and bear in mind it's been more than that, but I've split a chapter. Actually, I've split 2 chapters, I think. So I've created 2 more chapters, and then I've deleted a handful of chapters, so fantastic. Deleted, merged. We are currently, word count wise, and I will probably let you go for today, for Thursday, and we will be back here tomorrow for the final update of the week. Currently, I am closing the editing portion of today at 118,900 words, so just under the 119,000 word count. So let's say 119,000. My goal for this draft, for draft 5, is 118,000 words. Okay. I feel like, if anything, by the end of all these edits, I will have definitely gotten my word count down to where it is query ready. And I will admit one last thing before letting you guys go. I feel like I'm getting to the point in the story where what changes I can make are extremely limited, and that any more changes I make are becoming too much. Like they're not as in-depth anymore. It's just very like tweaking this tiny little thing, and is this version better or is this version like just such, we're getting there. I mean, I do know that my first handful of chapters, like the first, maybe the prologue and chapters 1 through 3 or 4, will probably need one more round, like a light round for sure. Everything other than that, honestly, I'm just kind of like, unless someone reads it and really points something out to me that's like, oh wow, I can't see anything big other than like a really, really good line edit. I really don't see anything else. And that's a really, really good thing and an absolutely terrifying thing at the same time, because I'm like, is it good? I mean, the reality is you have to like make it the best you can make it, and then that's where other professionals come in and whatnot. I don't know. Okay. It's scary. Moving forward is scary. Anyway, I'll probably see you guys tomorrow, Friday, for the last day of the vlog, and to see where we end this week and the reevaluation of my December goal, like my end of December goal, finishing this book by the end of the year. Will I do it? I mean, I don't know. It's 81 chapters, and give or take, I have 30 chapters to revise, and they're not huge. I've done 50 chapters. More than that, really, but let's say 50 chapters. It's the 18th. We shall see. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, lovely people. It is Friday, the 19th of December, and the last day of this vlog, this week's vlog. Okay, there's a direct correlation between cloudy, summer days. Yes.
I got kicked out my silver.
What was I saying? I was interrupted. There is a direct correlation between when the weather is, it is summer and it is just warm, it's cloudy and it's just, and I can't get myself to start working. That's okay. That is fine. That is perfectly fine. We will be getting things done. I think the most frustrating thing for me is when I decide, like the previous night, I have like all these plans in my head about how I'm gonna do this, and this. And then in the morning, I'm failing right off the bat. So moving on. I sat yesterday and I transferred all of the like notes from the third pack into my Scrivener document. I now just have this little thing, which is basically, it's pretty much my ending. Like this is just the, I'm up to chapter 50. I'm actively working on chapter 50 today, and 50, and I have until 64, so 14 chapters basically. 50 plus, 14 chapters. 15 if you include chapter 50. So 15 chapters, out of which, and this is, I'm gonna set the bar way too high for myself today. I know it, and it's so I'm already. Anyway, it is what it is. It is 10:20. I want to get through as many of these chapters as I can today. Why, you ask? They are, as I've mentioned multiple times during this vlog, I feel, they are pretty much set in stone. These scenes, any developmental changes happened in the previous edit, in the previous revisions, and pretty much the only like big developmental edit that I did on these was switching a POV, and it just made it better. It was literally the same scene, exact same, it was just a matter of switching the POV and showing like from Maddox's POV, because it was more emotionally potent, if you will. At this point, there is very little that is going to be done to these chapters other than my reading through them and basically line editing in all reality. Like there's very little, add a little something here, add a little something there. There's not much to be done because they have been edited so much since they've been set from pretty much, I would say, a lot of this, even from the first draft, but from the second draft at least, they've been pretty much set in stone. They have not changed. The second half of the book has always been better because a lot of it was kind of set in the first draft, and then the second draft was improving on that, and then again the third draft was like a line edit pretty much, and then the fourth draft I did like the easiest big developmental edits because it was just kind of already set up that way. Yes. Okay. Big world issues need to be dealt with. Yes, I think I will leave you guys with the goal. This is our goal today. I hate the weather today. It's the goal today is to get as many chapters revised as possible. I am set to go up until chapter 64. I am on chapter 50 right now. I will come back to you at around 12. I think that's what we'll do. I will update you at 12 and see how much I have done. In last week's vlog, there was a moment where I had 45 minutes of time and I tackled like 6 chapters in that 45 minutes. So I'm setting the bar too high on today. That's, you know what, that's fine. As much as humanely possible, okay? Okay. We'll chat again at 12. Yes? Yes. See you then. Who would have guessed I've barely gotten any work done? It is 12:30. I am expecting a phone call probably anytime soon from hubby. The weather is, it's raining. It's raining. I tackled one chapter. I'm almost done with chapter 51 at this point. No, actually I'm done with chapter 51. So I've done 2 chapters. That's 2 chapters out of 14. Out of 15 actually. I would have thought I would have done like a lot more by now. Anyway, that's my sad little update. I'll see what I have more to update you about today. It's just, yeah. Okay. It is 2:37 and I have tackled 7 chapters today. I definitely wanted to have done more by this time, but I'm gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain because, again, the weather, just everything, I did not start this day well. That's okay. That is okay. I'm flying through chapters again. A lot of them is a straight here from. There's this scene that I have barely. I mean, I wrote it and then I've barely touched it since I wrote it. To be honest, in like the second draft. And I think maybe the second draft, and every time I cry, every time. Every time. I've read it 1,000 times. I still cry every time. Anyway, moving on. I have tackled 7 chapters. I have a handful of chapters left in this part, and then we're moving on to the final part. I don't think I can decide on how I want to proceed. I think, to be honest, I'm not going to make any big decisions today. I'm just going to end this vlog here with the idea that I'm just going to keep going. I am definitely picking up pace because that's just the nature of the book being at a better stage in the second half than it was in the first half. Maybe I can finish this book by the end of December if I have enough time to work on it. I don't know. I've got this crazy idea in my head. I'm just gonna pop this at the end of the video because probably barely anyone will see it. My silly ADHD brain wants me to finish this in a few days, like before the end of December. Like, what if I fly through it, you know? Like this crazy idea that, you know, I just, Anyway, we shall persevere. We shall finish this. I know for sure, based on how we're going, based on the rhythm, based on everything, that it will be done, if not literally just based on circumstances, not for lack of my work. It will be done either by the end of December, literally within the first 5 days of January. Like, I don't think it'll take longer than that. January is going to be my deciding, like, do I want to send it to another beta reader and just kind of see where we're at? Do I want to do a final line edit and just go for it? It's also going to be the month of query letter writing, the works. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about this now. I'm going to talk about that in the next video. We're going to do goals of the year. We're going to do all that fun stuff. I will let you guys go, and I will see you hopefully in a vlog next week. Unless I just do like update videos again, just for like the couple weeks that hubby might not be working and I might not have, you know, we'll see. We'll see. You shall see, I guess, in the next video. But yeah, I will let you guys go, and we're making progress. Did I tell you the final count, the final word count, just for fun, just for funsies? Final word count, we're ending at this point 118,290 words. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with that. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.